Last time we left off, Metal Sonic had fused with Emerald, turning into Emerald Sonic. And by stealing the 7 Chaos Emeralds from the heroes, he transformed into Emerald Overlord. With most of the heroes defeated, it's down to Sonic and Shadow to save the world. From the Master Emerald altar, the two hedgehogs stared at the destruction that the mechanical monster was laying down on the city. The two didn't stand a chance of beating Emerald Overlord in their base forms. They needed to turn super, but the creature had all 7 Chaos Emeralds. That's when Sonic looked at the Master Emerald itself. Sonic remembered Knuckles telling him about a fight he had against Mecha Sonic. It had used the Master Emerald to harness a temporary super form. Since the Master Emerald used a similar wavelength as the Chaos Emeralds, maybe, just maybe, the two of them could use the massive stone to turn into Super Sonic and Super Shadow. It was a long-ditch effort, but at the moment it was their only chance of stopping Emerald Sonic. The two of them climbed on top of the rock, with Sonic reciting the words Knuckles had said aboard the Ark when they fought against the Bio Lizard. The servers are the 7 Chaos. Chaos is power. Power enriched by the heart. At that moment, Shadow remembered that same confrontation against the Bio Lizard and began to recite with Sonic. The server is the one who unifies the chaos. Chaos control! In their supercharged forms, Sonic and Shadow rocketed into the air. They knew that they had to put down this mechanical monster, no matter the cost. Emerald Overlord simply looked back at them. My lonesome copy. I have all your battle data. You can't stop me. We'll see about that. Shadow, light him up. Shadow flew into the air, launching several Chaos Spears down at the machine. Each one of them notably being a green tint instead of the normal yellow. Emerald Overlord simply raised its arms, preparing for the spears to do little to nothing to his chaos-imbued body. But as the Chaos Spears collided with him, it felt as if the very force keeping him alive was damaged. What have you done to me? Sonic and Shadow quickly realized that since they turned super with the Master Emerald, they had inherited the Master Emerald's power to disrupt the Chaos Emeralds. Since the Chaos Emeralds were what powered Emerald, each blow would make the machine weaker and weaker. With that strategy in mind, the two decided to attack the beast from both sides. That way, they could maximize the damage. The two split up, with Sonic racing in front of the machine and unleashing a supercharged Sonic Wind. With Emerald Overlord dazed by the attack, Super Shadow flew to the beast's neck, gripping his arms into the metal sheeting before unleashing a supercharged Chaos Blast. Emerald Overlord screamed out in pain. That one really hurt him. But before the beast could even respond, Sonic suddenly charged him with a supersonic boost. He blasted through the machine's chest like a bullet from a railgun. At this point, Emerald Overlord was desperate. He began using all the battle data he possessed. The machine began to fire bullets upon them with a gigantic version of Omega's Gatling gun. The two hedgehogs began warping in between the bullets, getting closer and closer to the machine. Emerald Overlord turned one of its arms into a Chaos Tentacle, the other arm into a Knuckles boxing glove, and activating a Chaos Boost. But as he tried to attack them, the Super Hedgehog simply blasted through the limbs. The two began an upward ascent towards the machine's head, spiraling like a corkscrew before blasting through it. As the mechanical beast began to blast apart, 2 machines were dislodged from it, the original Emerald and the original Metal Sonic. The latter of whom fell into the ocean. As Metal Sonic sunk into the deeps, all he saw was Super Sonic, as his system finally shut down after immense damage. Emerald was also quite badly damaged, but still operational. As Sonic tended to their friends, Shadow and Emerald looked over at Omega, who was still destroyed on the ground. "This is all my fault," said Shadow sorrowfully. "If I hadn't given him that Chaos Emerald, he wouldn't have become a target by Black Doom or by Metal Sonic. He was one of my only friends, and now he's gone, just like Maria." Emerald took a step forward towards the machine. "Omega isn't lost. He can still be saved." "No, Emerald. He's gone. The only person here with a chance in hell at fixing him is Tails, and he's in no condition to fix him." "No. Omega's body may be destroyed, but his AI chip is still partially functional. But it will soon suffer unrepairable damage. It must be bonded with another machine, and as I am the only functioning device in this area, it is my burden to bear." "No, Emerald, I can't let you throw yourself away like that." "E123 Omega rescued me. Now I wish to return the favor. I have caused so much destruction. I wish to make amends. Please allow me to do this, Master." Shadow looked at Emerald. He knew this is what he needed to do. "You have my permission, Emerald. It's been an honor." Emerald reached behind his neck, removing his AI chip, before plugging in Omega's. With the final moments of his programming remaining, Emerald simply stated, "Sayonara, Shadow." Emerald's system went silent, before his eyes changed to the same tint of red as Omega's ocular lenses. "E123 Omega, system reboot completed." With the battle concluded, Shadow, Rouge, and Omega with his new body returned to the egg carrier. Omega went under a much-needed overhaul to repair his system, give him a Chaos Drive instead of the power of the Chaos Emeralds, and finally, a paint job to better match the E-Series that he once was. Since she was terminated from GUN, Rouge joined Shadow and Omega in the Eggman Empire. And Shadow, as the leader of the Eggman Empire, thought it was about time for a change. The mission of the Eggman Empire was to conquer the world and spread destruction and chaos. But Shadow's empire was to protect the world. And as the leader of the Team Dark, and as a descendant of the Black Arms, only one name was well fit: the Dark Empire. An organization that would protect the world from anyone who dare threaten it from the shadows. And with Rouge and Omega by his side, Shadow was confident that he could handle anything the world threw at him. And that concludes What If Shadow Conquered the Eggman Empire, for now. So, what do you think is going to happen now that the Dark Empire is protecting the world? Do you like Omega's new body? And where do you think the story could go from here? Eggman isn't around, so who could threaten the world? Now, I'm going to be real with you guys. This what if is something I'm proud of. Is it perfect? Hell no. There's a lot of writing issues with it, but it's something I feel like over time I began to improve. But I'm also feeling a little burnt out with this particular what if. I don't want to stop doing it. In fact, I've already been thinking of possible follow-up stories for this. No spoilers. But I don't know, just every time it's in the community polls, it always overwhelmingly defeats all the other what-ifs when I'd kind of like to try out a bit of variety here. Now, this isn't a farewell for the series, but it's definitely a departure for a little while. We'll probably return to this eventually, but for now, this is the conclusion of What If Shadow Conquered the Eggman Empire. At least until I finally figure out what I want to do with the series, and who knows, maybe we'll see Mephiles. I'm not saying anything. But I'm glad you guys have enjoyed this little series. Sonic Multiverse isn't going anywhere. I just need to take a break from this particular one because I don't want to suffer burnout from this What If. I don't want to hate making What If Shadow Conquered the Eggman Empire because I love this series, but I feel like I need to take a break from it. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day.